Hi, my name is Kelly Wunderlich and I'm from the University of British Columbia. Thank you for virtually attending my presentation on predictors of attendance in an exercise and smoking cessation program. Smoking cigarettes has been connected to numerous negative health outcomes, and there is a need for a variety of evidence-based strategies as there is no one-size-fits-all approach to quitting. A potential strategy to assist smoking cessation is exercise and physical activity. Physical activity may help with acute withdrawal symptoms and cravings during quit attempts, while contributing other important health benefits. This led to the creation of Run to Quit in Canada, a group-based smoking cessation and physical activity program. Over 10 weeks, a coach facilitates both an evidence-based smoking cessation curriculum and a progressive Learn to Run 5-kilometer program. Participants can provide social support for each other, with the coach offering additional motivation and support. Run to Quit has had promising cessation and physical activity outcomes, but success may have been limited by attendance since only 41% of participants completed the program. Smoking cessation literature has primarily focused on individual predictors of attrition, but the Run to Quit evaluation also included measures of group dynamics from exercise literature, which offered an opportunity to explore these factors. This led to the objectives of this study, to examine what predicts attendance in Run to Quit, and if adding group-related variables explained additional variance compared to including only individual predictors. This information could help to optimize Run to Quit for future iterations. This study was a secondary analysis of data collected between 2016 and 2018 at locations across Canada. Data were collected from over 700 participants, but only those who completed both the baseline and week 3 survey, which had the group-related measures, and were part of a group with at least 3 participants were included. Any participants who were non-smoking buddies or did not have attendance data were excluded from the analysis, which resulted in a sample size of 335. The majority of participants were female, 35 to 59 years old, had a post-secondary education, and were smoking at week 1. Blocked multiple regression was used with mean substitution for missing data. Individual predictors such as age, gender, and self-efficacies were added in Block 1, while group-related predictors were added in Block 2. Only the overall model results are presented here. Both individual and group predictors were significant, and adding group-related variables explained an additional 4.2% of the variance in attendance compared to just the individual predictors in Block 1. Overall, the final model explained 9% of the variance in attendance, with being an older adult, male, having lower nicotine dependence, lower moderate to vigorous physical activity, higher attraction to group social, which is a subscale of cohesion, higher belonging, and lower transformational leadership significantly predicting attendance. This evaluation found that both the group and the individual predictors impacted attendance in Run to Quit, and that including group-related factors in the model better predicted attendance than just individual predictors. This builds on the smoking cessation literature that has primarily focused on individual factors in attendance. However, due to the modest amount of variance explained, there are still additional factors that have yet to be measured and identified in this evaluation. For example, logistical and personal reasons such as clinic times and locations being hard to attend after work were previously identified by Glowacki and colleagues in an open-ended evaluation of the program, but were not quantitatively measured and included in this evaluation. Together, the finding that both higher belonging and the attraction to group social dimensions of cohesion significantly promoted attendance suggests that the social aspects of the group helped to keep the participants engaged with the program. Run to Quit could consider how to further modify the program to promote attendance, such as emphasizing the social aspect to coaches during training. For example, intentionally promoting team building activities could help to increase cohesion and sense of belonging, which could lead to participants attending more sessions and having greater exposure to the cessation curriculum and more opportunities for physical activity. Although Run to Quit has employed several team-building strategies, such as promoting having a buddy register alongside the participant aiming to quit, group discussions each week, and weekly emails from coaches, the training provided did not directly emphasize the importance of team building for participants to achieve program outcomes. Further work could be done to explore the effectiveness of these strategies, whether they were consistently implemented in different groups, and if some groups were more receptive to them than others. Overall, the group nature of this physical activity and cessation program was important to consider, and given the modifiable nature of constructs such as cohesion and belongingness, they should be further emphasized in Run to Quit to increase attendance. Thank you again for attending my presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at the email address on this slide.